This is our downtown train station, and the city has been working over the last couple of years to get some grants to both renovate the building, but also for those of you that have ever ridden your bike north and south on the McClory bike path, you know that you take your life in your hands when you go through this parking lot. And I'm happy to say that starting in April, we will begin a construction project of relocating the McClory path along the west side of McKinley Road, taking it out of the parking lot, going basically from Illinois, so as you come off the bridge at Illinois, sort of right near Gorton, you'll veer to your east and go up sort of McKinley Road, adjacent McKinley Road north, all the way up to Woodland, and then you'll be able to get back on over the bridge and the bike path from there as well. So from basically April till June 1st, depending on weather, the parking lot will be reconfigured, this new McClory bike path will be relocated, it will be re-landscaped. Then starting about June 1st, when that construction project is done, we're then going to finish up phase 2 of the restoration of the building itself, which is the tuck pointing and exterior painting. And that's going to go from roughly about June 1st to about September 1st. So there's going to be a lot of activity in this immediate area. Susan Kelsey has to relocate the farmers market temporarily during this construction time. But I think once it's all done, there will be a new reconfigured parking lot on the east side. There will be this new, safer bike path that will be going parallel to McKinley Road to the north. And the building will just look a lot nicer, and I think more in keeping with some of the renovations that have taken place in Market Square recently.
I'm going to cover really one geographic area of the village on the east side, dealing with improvements along the Sheridan Road Trail, the Robert McClory pathway. As Bob mentioned earlier, well, how many of you use this trail system? It's shocking how many people use this trail system as well as the west path along 176. I think every time planners and transportation engineers come in looking at that area, they're just floored by the number of users. So we, the village as an agency, has a commitment in every strategic plan and land use comprehensive plan that has been developed in the village to make improvements to better provide access to this trail system and to enhance that experience for all the users. I'll run through 4 projects that we think will be vast improvements to the trail system and also temporarily impair your ability to use them completely. But again, I think it's a great end story here. I'll start with this nice little picture. If you've driven this or ridden this trail or jogged this trail or cycled or skateboarded, whatever, you'll notice that there's another, again, neck down there right over the bridge over the West Scranton or 176 going through main area of Lake Bluff. And we want to improve that, make that wider, so that 2 people can safely pass. I know when I go through there, I regularly have to wait for something like a cyclist or somebody to go through. We're going to put an end to that by making a new improved 14-foot wide bridge through there. That'll take place hopefully in August, when we're trying to do it in a time before school starts, but after the main users of the summer have come and gone during the lull when everybody's on vacation. We're going to have to couple that with an IDOT project that's going on underneath. If you go travel underneath the viaduct, you look to the north, you'll notice that one of the facings of the viaduct wall is kind of eroding. So that's an IDOT-owned asset, and they are trying to make improvements to that, and they're going to reskin or reface that wall. We're going to try to do that at the same time so that the need to squeeze is as brief as possible. That project is interesting enough. Back in 1975, the village in Lake County installed that bridge, and the village went out in conjunction and coordination with Lake County and received a grant for that bridge replacement for 1/3 of it, and then the county has agreed, thank you Mike and Sandy, to share in the cost of that. So we're going to split that final remaining part of the project. So the village will be in for 1/3, the county for 1/3, and the state for 1/3. So we're excited about that project. Also, right here at, this is Scranton, this is the Village Green, Sheridan Road, right there at that crossing right in front of the train station, we're putting in pedestrian crossing signals there, these flashing beacons, not unlike that you would see in Conway Business Park. So we'll make those improvements to help both our commuters, our school children, and all our users to our downtown have a safer access. We're also installing a path along the west side of our public safety building in Artesian Park that will connect up with the McClory Trail here. That's an 80-20 grant with the state. And then further south down by McKinley and Sheridan Road, if you've noticed, there's not a really good clear crossing to access the trail there. There's some connecting paths, but they're not all connected together. So we're going to close that gap and make those improvements as well. That's also part of a grant program. So again, the village has been pushing connectivity in our land use plan as well as our strategic plan, and we think this is going to go a long way to improving both the access to the trail and also our central business district.